everyone, welcome back to my class. This is Rumana Ali. I hope you all are well. In the last class we have discussed about the natural resources, and in today's class we will start discussing about one natural resource, that is soil. So in today's class we are going to discuss about the natural resource soil. Soil is helpful in the growth of plants, and the production of food is the main occupation in our country. So the soil helps in the growth of plants. So it is also a very important natural resource that helps in the growth of plant, and it also helps in carrying out the process called agriculture, which is the main occupation of our country. And this soil should be preserved, or this soil should be preserved from soil erosion, and the fertility of the soil should also be maintained. So here, to preserve the fertility of the soil and to prevent the soil erosion, there are many methods that we need to follow. First, we'll discuss about how to preserve fertility. So the topsoil is the fertile soil. To preserve the fertility of the soil, we can go for rotation of crops. The crops should not be repeated. The rotation of the crops helps the soil to maintain its fertility. So by this method we can maintain, or the soil can hold its fertility. Okay. So the next is how to prevent soil erosion. Soil erosion can be prevented by alternate cropping or alternate stripping, we can say. And the next method is selective harvesting, and this can also be prevented by planting some plants like Glyricedia, which we have already discussed in our last class. So these are the methods by which the soil erosion can be prevented. The first one is alternate cropping. Here, if the slopy land is present and here we need to do the cropping, then we can make some strips, and in each strip if we grow corn, then in this type we can grow wheat, then in this strip some cloves can be grown. So in this way, alternate cropping helps the soil to prevent, or helps the soil to be protected from soil erosion. The next one is selective harvesting. In this method, all the plants should not be harvested at a time. Some plants should be collected and some plants should be there in the field. We need to leave some of the plants in the field only. So the leaving plants helps to keep the soil intact. So in this way, the selective harvesting is a method by which we leave some plants in the field that keep the soil intact and helps in preventing the soil erosion. The plantation of Glyricedia. Glyricedia is a plant which fixes the nitrogen in the soil, and it also helps to strengthen the bunds. So as it is helping in strengthen the bunds, the soil cannot be moved from its place even by the water or by the air. So in this way it is preventing the soil erosion. Soil erosion is nothing but the washing away of the topmost soil or the fertile soil by water or by wind. So this needs to be prevented, and in order to prevent the soil erosion, we can go for alternate cropping or the alternate stripping, and selective harvesting is also a method, and by plantation of Glyricedia, the soil erosion can be prevented. So this is about a natural resource called soil, which is very important and that help in the growth of the plants. That is, in order to carry out the agriculture process, the soil is a main natural resource. So the soil should be protected from the soil erosion, and also it should maintain its fertility. So as I said you here, to preserve the fertility of the soil, the rotation of the crop is needed. The crops should not be repeated. The rotation of the crops should take place, and this rotation of the crops makes the soil to balance or to regain the nutrients or the minerals present in it. If this balance will get disturbed, then the insects and the pests can be grown in the soil. So if the insects or the pests will grow in the soil, then farmers use insecticides and pesticides, and by using insecticides and pesticides, the soil can be deteriorated. It deteriorates the soil further. So in this way, the rotation of the crops plays a very important role in preserving the fertility of the soil and in minimizing the usage of these harmful substances like insecticides and pesticides, which can even pollute the water. So this is about a natural resource called soil, which needs to be protected from the soil erosion and the fertility of the soil should not be lost. तो soil एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नेचुरल रिसोर्स है जो एग्रीकल्चर करने में हेल्प करता है, यानी ग्रोथ ऑफ प्लांट्स में हेल्प करता है. और सॉइल इरोजन को प्रिवेंट करने के लिए हम यहाँ पर थोड़े से मेथड्स इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, जिसको हम बोलेंगे ऑल्टरनेट क्रॉपिंग, सेलेक्टिव हार्वेस्टिंग और प्लांटेशन ऑफ ग्लाइरिसीडिया. ठीक है. और फर्टिलिटी, सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी को मेंटेन करने के लिए हमें क्रॉप्स को रोटेट करना होगा, यानी रोटेशन ऑफ क्रॉप एक ऐसा मेथड है जिससे फर्टिलिटी ऑफ सॉइल मेंटेन रहेगी. और यहाँ पर ऑल्टरनेट क्रॉपिंग या फिर ऑल्टरनेट स्ट्रिपिंग भी कह सकते हैं हम इसको. तो जो भी स्लोपी लैंड रहेगा वहाँ पर हम थोड़े से स्ट्रिप्स बना सकते हैं जिसके अंदर डिफरेंट क्रॉप्स ग्रो किए जा सकते हैं और इससे सॉइल इरोजन प्रिवेंट होता है. और नेक्स्ट मेथड है सेलेक्टिव हार्वेस्टिंग. सेलेक्टिव हार्वेस्टिंग यानी ऐसा मेथड जहाँ पर हम सारे प्लांट्स एट अ टाइम हार्वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे, थोड़े से प्लांट्स फील्ड में रहेंगे ताकि वो जो प्लांट्स हम लीव कर रहे हैं वो लिविंग प्लांट्स सॉइल को इंटैक्ट रख सके. तो इस मेथड को हम बोलेंगे सेलेक्टिव हार्वेस्टिंग, जो कि सॉइल इरोजन को प्रिवेंट करने में हेल्प करता है. और ग्लाइरिसीडिया ऐसे प्लांट्स है जो सॉइल को होल्ड करके रखता है और सॉइल को नाइट्रोजन देता है. तो इन दिस वे द सॉइल इरोजन कैन बी प्रिवेंटेड बाय अप्लाइंग और बाय इम्प्लीमेंटिंग दीज मेथड्स. एंड सॉइल रोटेशन ऑफ क्रॉप्स करने से सॉइल का जो भी न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिनरल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं वो बैलेंस होते हैं. अगर वो बैलेंस लॉस्ट हो जाए तब इंसेक्ट्स और पेस्ट आने लगेंगे सॉइल में, और यहाँ पर इंसेक्ट्स और पेस्ट जब आएंगे सॉइल में तब फार्मर्स इंसेक्टिसाइड्स और पेस्टिसाइड्स का इस्तेमाल करेंगे जो कि पॉल्यूशन के लिए रेस्पॉन्सिबल होते हैं. तो इसके लिए सॉइल का बैलेंस होना बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है और फर्टिलिटी मेंटेन करना भी बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. तो इसके लिए सॉइल इरोजन को प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं ये वाले मेथड से, और फर्टिलिटी मेंटेन कर सकते हैं सॉइल की रोटेशन ऑफ क्रॉप के मेथड से. सो दिस इज अबाउट अ नेचुरल रिसोर्स कॉल्ड सॉइल. लेट अस टॉक अबाउट द बायोडाइवर्सिटी. इट इज आल्सो अ नेचुरल रिसोर्स. Biodiversity is the existence of plants and animals in our surrounding. So the biodiversity can be defined as the existence of plants and animals in our surrounding, and this biodiversity is very important as it helps in balancing the environment. So the biodiversity is very important because it helps in balancing the environment. It doesn't give any commercial product to us, but it balances the environment, and once this balance is affected, then there is a very bad effect that can be seen in the environment. So this balance needs to be maintained, and we can see a very great diversity among plants and animals. So if this balance will get disturbed, then it shows a very bad effect on the environment, and we can see a great diversity among the varieties of plants and animals in our surrounding. And this biodiversity plays a very important role because it shows the varieties of the plants and animals, and every living organism has its right to live, but due to the human activities like pollution, industrialization, urbanization, so due to such activities the organisms are losing their habitat. They are becoming extinct due to the human activities. So this needs to be controlled in order to maintain the biodiversity in our surrounding. And it was found that the rate of the extinction is 100 times faster than the natural extinction. Naturally also some species become extinct, but with some time, and due to the human activities they are becoming extinct before only. So this shows that the rate of the extinction is 100 times faster than the rate of natural extinction. And there are many species that are present in our environment. Exactly we don't know how many species are there on the planet. So this much great diversity is present on the earth, and this needs to be maintained by controlling the human activities like pollution, urbanization, industrialization, and using thermal power plant. So by controlling these activities we can conserve the biodiversity. It was found that 200 to 1 lakh of species are becoming extinct per year. In this way we are losing our biodiversity, but we need to maintain or we need to conserve the biodiversity by improving our lifestyles. And some scientists, they went for investigation in Panama, and they said that they investigate 19 trees, and after this investigation they came to know that 1200 species of beetles are present on these 19 trees, and it is found that 80% of the species of beetles are not known to the scientists. In this way we can estimate how much great the biodiversity is present in our surrounding. And when we take an example, like if in our garden we have grown some grass, or some grass is present in our garden, so it doesn't look attractive, it doesn't look bright because there are no varieties of flowers present there. But if we want to see the biodiversity, and if we plant the different kinds of plants that bears different kinds of flowers, then we can enjoy that bright look of the nature. So this shows a great biodiversity. So in this way the biodiversity is very important in balancing the environment, and it needs to be preserved and conserved by controlling the human activities or by controlling the pollution. So this is about the biodiversity, a natural resource which needs to be conserved. By conserving the biodiversity, we can even conserve some kinds of species that are present in our environment. So we need to conserve the biodiversity because we are getting many products, at least for our sake, because we are getting products and we are benefited by the biodiversity that is shown among the plants and different kinds of animals. So this is about the biodiversity. तो अभी हम बात करेंगे बायोडाइवर्सिटी के बारे में. बायोडाइवर्सिटी भी एक नेचुरल रिसोर्स है जिसको कंजर्व करना ज़रूरी है. बायोडाइवर्सिटी यानी वैरायटीज ऑफ प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स जो कि एग्जिस्ट करते हैं सराउंडिंग्स में हमारी. ठीक है, तो ये वाले वैरायटीज के प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स जो प्रेजेंट होते हैं सराउंडिंग में, इस चीज़ को हम बोलेंगे बायोडाइवर्सिटी. और ये प्रेजेंस ऑफ वैरायटीज ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स ही एनवायरनमेंट को बैलेंस करते हैं. अगर ये वाला बैलेंस खराब हो जाए और ये एनवायरनमेंट का बैलेंस जो है वो मेंटेन नहीं किया जाए तो बहुत सारे बैड इफेक्ट्स देखने को मिलेंगे हमें एनवायरनमेंट में. और यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं बहुत सारे ऐसे स्पीशीज है जो कि एक्सटिंक्ट हो जा रहे हैं ह्यूमन की एक्टिविटीज़ के वजह से, जैसे कि पोल्यूशन, अर्बनाइजेशन, इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. तो ये सारे एक्टिविटीज़ की वजह से बहुत सारे ऐसे स्पीशीज़ है जो कि एक्सटिंक्ट हो जा रहे हैं. और एक ईयर में 200 to 1 लाख ऑफ द स्पीशीज एक्सटिंक्ट हो रहे हैं. और जब साइंटिस्ट ऑब्जर्व किए 19 ट्रीज को तो वो लोग को 1200 स्पीशीज ऑफ बीटल्स मिले वो वाले ट्रीज पे. ठीक है, और ये वाले स्पीशीज में 80% ऑफ द स्पीशीज तो हमें पता ही नहीं है. तो इस तरीके से हमारे सराउंडिंग्स बायोडाइवर्सिटी बताता है जिसको कंजर्व करना ज़रूरी है, जिसकी वजह से कई तरह के स्पीशीज एक्सटिंक्ट होने से भी बचेंगे. ठीक है, तो बायोडाइवर्सिटी को कंजर्व करना ज़रूरी है क्योंकि ये हमारा एनवायरनमेंट को बैलेंस करता है और हमें बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स भी मिलते हैं बायोडाइवर्सिटी की वजह से. तो इसके लिए ये एक नेचुरल रिसोर्स है जिसको कंजर्व करना ज़रूरी है. Let us discuss about fossil fuels. So the fossils are the dead remains of the plants and animals that present under the ground that are called as fossils. And the fuels that are obtained from these dead remains of plants and animals that are called as fossil fuels. And it takes a very long time for the formation of fossil fuels. That's why it needs to be conserved, and overexploitation of the fossil fuels should be controlled in order to reduce pollution also. Okay. And these fossil fuels include coal, petroleum and many other things. These fossil fuels are used to generate electricity, and these are used to run the machines, and they also helps in running the vehicles. So when we talk about the uses of petroleum, the petroleum is a fossil fuel that can be obtained from the underground, and it is used in making the products like petrol, kerosene, diesel. So these are the products that can be obtained from the fossil fuel petroleum. And in addition, it is also used in the production of waxes, in making plastic and in making synthetic rubbers. And this petroleum is also used in making cosmetics, medicines and many more things. So these are certain substances or the products that we can get from the fossil fuel petroleum. And when we talk about the fossil fuel coal, then it is a type of fossil fuel which is used in the thermal power plant. So this coal is used in the thermal power plants in order to generate electricity. So by burning coal, the electricity can be generated in the thermal power plants, and the products of the coal can also be used in making the other things. So this is about the fossil fuels, coal and petroleum. And when we talk about the conservation of fossil fuel, then why do we need to conserve fossil fuels? The fossil fuels needs to be conserved because these are responsible to create the pollution in the environment, and they are also emit some toxic substances. And one more reason is why do we need to conserve fossil fuel means these resources cannot be recycled. They are called as non-renewable resources. So as the coal, petroleum and other fossil fuels are non-renewable, they need to be conserved. Scientists are searching for the alternative form of petrol that is used in running the vehicles in order to reduce the pollution of the environment and also to conserve some fossil fuels. The scientists are finding the alternative forms, but what we can do to conserve these kind of fossil fuels? So we can also follow some methods in order to conserve these fossil fuels, and they are, we can save electricity. Just now we read that the electricity can be generated by burning the coal, which is a fossil fuel. So by preserving the electricity, we can conserve the fossil fuels. So save electricity means what we need to do? Whenever we are not there in the room, then switch off the fans and lights when they are not in use, and also use some lights that save the power. So that lights includes CFLs and also some LEDs. So these are the lights which can be used to save the electricity because it helps in saving the power. When we save the electricity, it helps in conserving the biodiversity because the electricity can be generated by using the fossil fuel called coal in the thermal power plants. And one more method that we can apply in our daily life in order to conserve these fossil fuels, and that is public transport. Petrol is obtained from petroleum, which is a fossil fuel. So the petrol is burnt to run the vehicle. When we use an individual transport, then it leads to the wastage or over exploitation of the fossil fuels. If some persons needs to move to the same destination, then they should go in a car. They should not go individually by using their own vehicles. They should go in a car in order to reach the same destination and in order to conserve the fossil fuels. So that is called as carpool. So in this way we can conserve the fossil fuels by using the public transport instead of using the individual transport system. We can use individual transport system also, but when it is needed. If some person needs to move to the same destination, then they should go in a group by using the public transport, which results in the conservation of these fossil fuels. So these are some of the methods that needs to be implemented in our life in order to conserve the natural resources like fossil fuel. अभी हम बात करेंगे fossil fuels. Fossils यानी dead प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स जो कि अंडरग्राउंड प्रेजेंट रहते हैं, उस चीज़ को हम बोलेंगे फॉसिल्स, और जो भी फ्यूल्स इसके अंदर से ऑब्टेन किए जाते हैं उसको हम बोलेंगे फॉसिल फ्यूल्स. और फॉसिल फ्यूल्स में यहाँ पर हम एग्जांपल्स ले सकते हैं कोल और पेट्रोलियम की. कोल एक ऐसा फॉसिल फ्यूल है जो थर्मल पावर प्लांट्स में यूज होता है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को जनरेट करने के लिए, और पेट्रोलियम भी एक ऐसा फॉसिल फ्यूल है जो कई तरह के प्रोडक्ट्स बनाने के लिए हेल्प करता है, जैसे कि पेट्रोल, केरोसिन, डीजल, वैक्सेस, प्लास्टिक, सिंथेटिक रबर्स, कॉस्मेटिक्स, मेडिसिन और भी बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स ये वाले क्रूड ऑयल में से ऑब्टेन किए जा सकते हैं. और फॉसिल फ्यूल्स इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को जनरेट करने में हेल्प करते हैं, और कई तरह के मशीन्स भी रन होते हैं फॉसिल फ्यूल्स की मदद से, और व्हीकल्स भी फॉसिल फ्यूल्स की मदद से ही चल पाते हैं. अब बात करेंगे कंजर्वेशन ऑफ फॉसिल फ्यूल की, यानी फॉसिल फ्यूल्स को किस तरीके से हम कंजर्व कर सकते हैं. तो पहले तो साइंटिस्ट है जो ऑल्टरनेटिव फॉर्म फाइंड कर रहे हैं पेट्रोल का, ताकि ज़्यादा उसका इस्तेमाल ना हो, और हमारे डेली लाइफ में हम थोड़े से ऐसे मेथड्स इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं जिससे फॉसिल फ्यूल्स को कंजर्व किया जा सकता है, और वो है सेव इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, यानी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को सेव करने से हम फॉसिल फ्यूल्स को कंजर्व कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि हमने पढ़ा है कि कोल एक ऐसा फॉसिल फ्यूल है जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट करने में हेल्प करता है, तो अगर हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को सेव करेंगे तो इन टर्न फॉसिल फ्यूल भी कंजर्व हो सकता है. पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट भी एक ऐसा मेथड है जिससे पॉल्यूशन भी कंट्रोल हो सकता है और जिससे हम फॉसिल फ्यूल लाइक पेट्रोल कंजर्व कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज अबाउट द नेचुरल रिसोर्स कॉल्ड फॉसिल फ्यूल. थैंक यू.